mental preparedness. You know what I'm saying? Because mental strength isn't all about mindset, it's also about being prepared. This week tips, that bah, boy, they're gonna pause the heck out of me for that. I can just hear Sam now. But all right, this week's tip: as fathers, as parents, as adults, you got to think ahead. You know what I'm saying? Now's the time that we start getting prepared, man. We getting into those summer months. We getting into those months where things start happening, whether it's hurricanes, tornadoes. It's the times where things get active, and everybody's out of school. Anything can happen. Stuff happens that you need to be prepared for. So, now the time is to, if you haven't started an emergency savings, now's the time to start. If you haven't started like a long-term food and water storage system, now is a good time to start. Um, it's also important to have all your important documents organized and put away somewhere safe to where, um, flood or fire or anything like that, can't get to it, that way those documents will be safe. Uh, Basic medical supplies, you know what I'm saying? I think everybody by now should have at least like a basic first aid kit in their house somewhere, something, you know what I'm saying? Um, and also, most importantly, this is the most important thing, and I don't even have it done because I'm like everybody else. I'm spoiled by cell phones, man. Emergency contacts, man. Have somewhere where you can have those things written down and put away and put up just in case you might need them because might be in a situation where only landlines are available and your cell phone's not working or whatever. So these are things I believe people should start focus on and at least look into a little bit. But I believe they're very, very, very important, going into the future. Things happen, emergencies happen. So it's good to be prepared, man. Sometimes you got to think ahead. This preparation, I believe, is going to creates a peace in you. Give you that what's the word I'm looking for? Give you that sense of peace, I guess, in the back of your mind. So it's good to be prepared, man. Prepare and don't panic. You know what I'm saying? Prepared people don't plan. Well, no, prepared people plan. They don't panic. That's the saying that's always been said to me. So that's my little tips for the week for mental preparedness. You know what I'm saying? Um, Always remember, man, look out for you people. Somebody reaches out to you to vent, hear them out, listen to them, hear what they got to say, because you know, 9 times out of 10, 8 times out of 10, you the only person they can really talk to, or they can really vent to. Um, I had a conversation this week, um, where I was contacted and vented to, and you know, I gave my little advice, and I felt good about it because I kind of felt like in my mind, the back of my mind, I was like, man, I don't know who else this person could have talked to or could have brought that weight to, or whatever the case may be. But I'm glad I was able to be there for him. And I'm not going to, I'm saying all that to say is, I don't just get on here and tell y'all things just because I feel it sounds good. These are things I'm actively working on, I'm actively doing. I really believe in this mental health stuff. I don't just talk about it. Um, I believe it's very, very, very important. I see, I look at commercials and stuff all the time, and I see everybody slowly but surely getting on the bandwagon of mental health, and I'm here for it, man. I love to see it. Um, but I've been on this mental health stuff. I've always been worried about, uh, everybody getting their mental game right, pun intended. But never underestimate the power of simply just being there for somebody, especially when they need you. And you never know, you never know when somebody might not need you. So it's important to always be there.